We talked about social entrepreneurship before. What do you see as sort of the opportunities for Atchison, in the years to come? And give an action agenda to the future, what they should be doing for this town and the community and its business.
Well, there's never, in a town like Atchison, there's never any dearth of reasons to do things. For example, some of them are the ones we already solved one time. We've lost our movie show for one reason. If I was younger, I would be working on that. There are always things in a town like Atchison that need to be worked on, need to be substantially taken care of. Almost nothing that's happened in this community in the last 50 years, we didn't put our stamp on, either as a company or as an individual. We have helped the city as it's had problems. I would, if I was younger, I would still be involved in so many of the things in Atchison that need help. And they will develop in the future, and they're just there they're there for the asking.
I was very impressed, as I mentioned before, about the YMCA project.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a project that really goes to the heart of building families and keeping families in Atchison.
Right.
And I applaud you and the others who have been involved in that project, because this is going to be a payout and anchor for the community for a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't happen without somebody coming forward and saying, yes, I can help that. I'm sorry that I'm getting to the place where I have less effort to be involved in some of these projects, but I sure have been in the past.
Now, as you look back over the 70 years, most people, that I meet anyway, when the discussion of Atchison comes up, if they've been here, they think of three things. They think of Midwest grain, either through the sights, the sounds, or the smells.
Right.
They think of the railroad for the same reason, the sights or the sounds, or they think of Benedictine College, which are really three of the biggest visual images of Atchison. As you look back, and thinking of those three things, what has Atchison meant for you in that regard?
Well, number one, I have always mentioned that I love Atchison. I love to look at the possibilities. It's not a large community like Kansas City, so you really can be involved in the inner workings of a town the size of Atchison. I've always been very pleased that I was able to do that. Even Benedictine at one time was in very deep problems, and that was the time that we as lay people came forward to help Benedictine get through this period. That's what I've always done, is when, and the YMCA that you mentioned, John, is a perfect example. I know that without outside help, that couldn't be done. But we've given that help. And not only, as we said last week, do we not only help them financially, but we move into the situation ourselves and use whatever leadership skills we have to solve the problems. And so basically I've been involved in most of those problems right up front, and I would suggest that anyone in a relatively small community that is running a business needs to do that, needs to be involved in all of the things around the community that happen. And I think particularly about the convention center that developed out of Benedictine, also the Benedictine South. And for years it's been difficult. I mean, I feel that it's very important for a community the size of Atchison to have a convention center, or one in which people can come in and develop plans. It hasn't been easy. In fact, I'm still on the board there because it still hasn't completely succeeded as I wanted to succeed. However, now we definitely are breaking even, and now the community believes as we do that Benedictine, that the convention center is an important part of the community. And now even the city has taken over and renovated the places that needed to be renovated and have taken a very active interest in that particular facility. But it couldn't have happened without somebody stepping in and helping it survive. And as I say, that's been one of my loves in life. When I see a problem, I want to get into it. I want to help them solve it. And fortunately, I've made enough money that I could help financially where that was needed.
Mr. Cray, on behalf of the students and scholars that you and I will never know in the years to come, I want to thank you for taking part in this oral history project. On behalf of Mike King and myself, we really are very grateful for your taking the time to do this. Is there anything you'd like to look straight at the camera and say to those citizens of the future that you haven't said already?
The only thing I would say, it is important. It's important for a certain number of people to become an entrepreneur in any endeavor. And it's important for that person to have a positive attitude, and in my opinion, an optimistic attitude about the success of that project. I can't tell you how much I think it's important. And unfortunately, it's pretty rare. That idea of having someone involved that in fact do see the whole picture, it's pretty rare. And you have to develop it. And I feel very good that in my small way, I've helped Benedictine develop entrepreneurs. And as I said last week, it has gone from almost nothing, accounting a course or two, into a very specific educational process. Mm-hmm. And now it's, as I understand it, the outstanding, entrepreneurship or business management, whatever you want to call it, is now the outstanding project in Benedictine. Mm-hmm. That's the way you develop, and you need to develop those people. And I think the time has come that we've started to look to younger people to move in where we have been. We are developing younger people at Midwest, and that's what needs to be done in any community. You not only have to have that entrepreneur that gets it started, keeps it going, and develop it successfully, but then all of a sudden, as I have, you get old, and you have to develop younger people to take over where you left off. And that is an ongoing project, and not an easy one, because like I say, that kind of thought work is not often found. It's rather rare.
Mr. Bud Cray, on behalf of myself, Professor King, the Cray Center for Entrepreneurial Studies, Benedictine College, and the Citizens of the Future, thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Cray.